Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Thursday, January 28th, 2016. Ra here in the Lynn-Life, Jack in the Jamie Body Mind, other teammates in other dimensions, most of us in the subatomic, and most of us in the physical. We have the intention for the videoed portions of today's efforts to complete the process of cleaning up after the horde of body snatchers that have now left, and that's a long story. But we wish to get an inspection certificate that makes it very clear that we do not need any more help at this level, and there is no need to send rescuers to come clear the place. Stop doing that. As always, the foundational intention is to do what is ours to do right now in all dimensions to manifest the divine plan, knowing that we are working with a series of deadlines assigned to us by wiser minds above, and that the next deadline is February 16th, 2016. We have a big, huge deadline, January 17th, 2017. That's the date by which we are to provide a collective restart for the all that is. With that, the videoed portions of today's efforts begin. Let's run some really fine screens with the intention to clear out whatever debris will stand between us and a clean certificate, and to dump the debris onto the desks of those who were responsible for sending in that wave of body snatchers.
That is true.
All the way up.
All the way up.
I feel hands. They feel like the volunteer videographers' hands.
That's true.
Hands passing up those screens, kind of like a bucket brigade. And these presences seem to all have been incarcerated at some point in time.
That's
as
true.
Thanks for recording the project's work. And now they seem committed at a deeper level. Now they're personally invested in it.
Just catching on the screens and sending it up.
Sending the screens up. And I see someone at the top end of that. It's like taking pallets off the pile and putting them somewhere. It's the right place.
That's true.
These are the people who are responsible, and we're just going to now bring through some sticky fog. All right, live streaming up through the highest concentrations of truth and integrity that we're able to connect with right now, and we're asking them to live stream up through the highest concentrations of truth and integrity that they can connect with right now, and we're asking them to live stream up through the highest concentrations of truth and integrity that they can connect with right now. One more level, asking them to live stream up through the highest concentrations of truth and integrity that they can connect with right now, and say, we're ready for an inspection. We'd like an inspection. An inspection to show that we are in fact clean, and we do not need anybody coming in to rescue or clean this space.
That's true.
And that is not a valid reason for coming in. Oh, clipboard guy. I don't like these clipboard guys.
Me neither. They always give me the impression that they're trying to take advantage of us.
Yeah, and you smell bad. You smell kind of weaselly, like you're looking for weasel words, weasel
That's
room.
True.
Go away.
Live streaming up.
Let's live stream up ourselves. We'll just video this up, and we'll let people form their own opinions. Is this a place that needs any help being cleaned or cleared? Live streaming it up, and all these amateur, I see like all the amateur cell phone cameras turning on.
That's true.
Boom. That's right. Here we are. Date, stamp it. This is January 28th, 2016 in Planet Earth Dating at roughly 11:11 in the morning.
That's true.
What we're actually doing right now is clearing the lies that were buried in the zones of the subatomics that are being referred to as emerging epiphanies. And we're clearing these lies through our search for truth pillar, because that is our assignment. And we are dumping them on the, our team in the non-physical is working with the top end of this fire hose of truth and dumping these inconvenient truths, these inconvenient realities on the desks of adults who are responsible for stopping the situation that has gone wrong to the point that now we need a collective restart for the all that is.
That's true.
Clearing that through this pillar, and therefore through these physical hosts and all the physical hosts that are participating in the search for truth effort in all the dimensions, up into the non-physical. I think what's supposed to happen is those amateur videographers are supposed to just spread this far and wide so that anybody with half a brain can see that this is a sparkly clear space.
That's
and
true.
That there is absolutely no need for anybody to come in. And anybody who comes in is not coming in with intent to help, but is coming in with some other reason.
That's true. Yes, it's like witnessing a form being signed almost. Like, I've seen this.
Yes.
And I know that this is clean.
Yes, I've seen this and I know this to be true.
Yes.
Ah, we're doing kind of like a civil inspection
Yes, that's true.
of thousands, maybe tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands. I'm streaming up. Let's also pump up just other sensory experiences. Let's pump up what it smells like here, what it feels like, what it sounds like,
what it tastes
what
like.
it tastes like in the inner worlds of the host presences. We do this actually every single time we submit a closing process, which is multiple times a day.
That's true.
We do this all the time. Live streaming up, waiving the learner's permit. Make it right.
Make it right.
Make it right. Now, we have asked for a grade and for the work to be made right.
That's
and
true.
if it isn't made right, that's on your nickel, really.
That's true.
It's true. I don't know who this instruction is channeling from, but I like this person.
Me too.
They're making good points. And I see things being removed that seem to be chocks, like chocks that would hold tires in
That's true.
place, keep them from
Rolling.
moving. It's like chocks of a plane.
That's true.
The chocks are being removed. Probably we should take off
That's true.
if the chocks are removed.
I feel a rolling feeling.
I do. So what do I know? I know that a good pilot would be helpful.
That's true.
And I don't think either of us are good pilots.
No.
Charles was a good pilot.
Charles was a good pilot. He doesn't feel like the right pilot.
No. Let's call for the right pilot. I don't know who this person is. There is someone here.
There is someone here. He doesn't really feel familiar.
No, it's an unfamiliar person. I don't trust this.
This makes
no
me
thanks.
very
We're not
nervous.
going to.
That's
Thanks
true.
anyway.
An unfamiliar person behind
no,
the wheel of a fast-moving
no,
vehicle?
That sounds like a bad plan.
No, thank you. No, thank
No.
you. Don't help us.
Don't help
like
us.
that.
Don't help us like that. We're going to continue clearing all these long buried lies that have been pumped into the subatomic through a deep injection system by oversoul godlike presences to hide their own disgusting actions.
That's
the
true.
Actions that people would be horrified to hear about.
That's true.
And they're making children sick. These subatomically buried lies are creating illness in
That's
pure
true.
children, and that's really, really wrong. So we're clearing it out. Let's tune for Asha, for Kosa, for all of us who are used to keeping our channels up and who are now being given the beautiful opportunity of improving the precision of our aim to include only that thinnest, highest pitch of truth that we're able to connect with right now.
That's true.
It's a fun new challenge to have to avoid so much misdirection from those who are supposed to be stepping up to help.
That's true.
But we can do it.
Can do it.
And it actually is a fun new challenge. It really does cause us to stretch and grow, and we can choose to find that exciting rather than a bummer.
That's true.
You have to just admire the tactics they know that they can't break in.
That's true.
So they want to just crash the plane. If the goal is to keep the lies from being unearthed, then we just can admire the technique.
That's true.
But we're not stopping.
No.
We're going to unearth these lies. That's the assignment. The assignment is to keep going, opening up to truth, which propels all of us forward on our soul planes. And I do thank you actually for these horrifying lies, because it is very motivating to many presences as these lies are coming to light. It is in fact helping people propel themselves forward on their soul plan.
That's true.